Today's Morphin Network video is sponsored by Ranger Stop and Pop, which is now August the 27th to the 29th, 2021 in Atlanta, Georgia. And Ranger Stop Convention, which is now November 11th to the 14th, 2021 in Orlando, Florida. Go to rangerstop.com for more info.
Man, people dropped a lot of stuff on the way out.
Ooh, dance fiesta! I heard the dancer in this is handsome.
Let's see if it works. Hello, player one.
He is handsome.
Pick your song and skill level.
Go, go!
I'm on it. Thank you for the dance, my sweet.
Round complete.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, I'm more than okay. I'm in love.
Miss Ho, how are
Yes.
you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. It's a nice day here in LA, sunny as weather as always, and yeah.
It's kind of hot.
It's real hot today, though. It's like 90 degrees.
I know, and then I'm like literally gonna bring a blazer and
I
it's hot.
Man.
It's okay, of course. you know,
It's called dedication.
called
We always wear a
dedication.
blazer in every interview.
Yeah, it's called dedication.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect that.
A
Yeah.
bit of air conditioning too.
Mhm.
Air conditioning too.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
I
that's
heard that, Jen. So hello, everyone. Welcome to our interview of the Morphin Network. We have here the amazing Kristina Ho. She played Betty Burke from Power Rangers Beast Morphers. And yes, and you guys remember she was kind of like the nice comedian actress in the show, which we all loved. And we loved.
wasn't nice, though. I mean, I was nice most of the time.
Yeah, you were. I mean, you did have some good moments. I actually did love and laugh, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Oh, I'm glad.
Yes. And besides, you being a part, of course, being as an Asian American, that was also inspiring to look at you. So, thank you.
Well, we love the security guards.
Yeah, we're the security guards.
Oh, Betty and Ben.
Yes. So let's continue to start. So, my first question for you, Christina, is how did you start with acting?
Oh my gosh. I know, like, I knew what the questions were going to be, but now that you're actually asking me, I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, I actually have to answer them. Honestly, when I was really, really young, like about 8 years old, I used to be like the most shy kid ever. Like people would like, hey, how are you? And I would just like stare because I was like scared or something. But my mom, because I was like just so shy, she actually put me in acting class, just so I could have gain my confidence. And then, you know, in high school, we were supposed to pick an elective to take. So it was either painting or acting. And I was like, I guess I'll try acting. And then, so I did that. And then I guess, yeah, it just took off from there. So I guess that's how I got started. So.
It's kind of funny you say that. So, I mean, usually when I talk with almost all your cast members, they said like legit high school was the one where they found out they wanted to do acting. So it's kind of cool.
I think that happens to most people. I mean, you're like, you're in high school, you're like going through like all your high school stuff, you know, and then like you're trying to find out who you are as a person. And I think acting for sure, like, really gave me a place to belong at my high school.
May I ask what kind of plays you did in high school?
Oh my god! Okay, so the first play that I auditioned for, I was actually on the dance team before I did theater at my school. But the first role I ever got was I played Snoopy in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I'm really small too, so I feel like it like fit the role pretty well. But yeah, I had to like, you know, sing about food, like, you know, I love food, so it came easy to me. And then also I had to dance and do a lot of like Michael Jackson moves and stuff. So it was like a really good first role in high school. And then I did other roles too, like, you know, I don't know, like the Wizard of Oz. I played the Scarecrow actually in the Wizard of Oz in high school. So we just did a lot of shows, but that's where I guess I got started. So.
Amazing.
Amazing. And also props being part of the dance team because I was too. So.
Oh my god, you were?
Yep, I was part of the dance team in high school. 4 years.
You did competition too, huh?
Yeah, I did competition too.
Dang! So you were probably like a hella good dancer then.
Oh, dancer boy.
I mean,
247.
Modest.
Anyway, yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, look at his username, dancer boy 247.
Anyway.
Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. I mean again, that was like an old time ago. Anyway, that's my old high school life. But
I feel like once it's like in your body, you can pick it up at any time. You know?
Yeah. Because I still do choreography, teach choreography before the pandemic. That was my first job. So.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god! Wait, that's amazing. Like, I might hit you up for you to like train me and stuff. Like,
awesome. Okay, that's my I'll go to that. Sorry, I'm getting allergies.
No problem. This actually is my second question. This is how was the audition process for Power Rangers?
Oh my gosh! So I remember I was walking a friend's dog when I actually got the notice from my manager. Mm-hmm. And when I first opened it, it was like Power Rangers. I was like, oh shoot, Power Rangers, okay. And then I started reading the breakdown, and it was like looking for someone who was like at least like 5'6", and I was like, I'm literally 4'11". Like, I don't know. I literally called the manager. I was like, are you sure like I should go in? Like, I'm literally not like that height whatsoever. Like, you know, and she's like, well, you should go in anyways. Like, especially if they want to see you, like they, you know, might as well, you know, it can't hurt. So I went in, and I actually auditioned for the Yellow Ranger. And I met the cast director, and like everyone was like super nice. And I don't know why, but like that day I was like feeling like kind of like funny, you know. And so I was just like acting kind of funny and like just like I guess like be myself. And then later on, I think like a few weeks later, I honestly had forgotten about it because like it had been like a few weeks. We got noticed, and they were like, they want to see you for the comedic duo, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I went in for the comedic duo, saw the casting director for the second time. And then after that, she called me back again, and she was like, okay, this time you're going to do it in front of producers. And then we did it from producers, and then we had to go back again. And this time I had to do it and like actually do like chemistry reads with a bunch of like different guys who were going to be my brother. And that day was like, I think it was like, I don't know, 4 hours long maybe or longer.
Wow.
But I knew it was going to be that long because I knew we were chemistry reading with like so many guys, right? And so I brought like hella food just in case, you know. And yeah, I auditioned with Coase. I read with him, and I read with other guys too who are also amazing as well. But at the end of the day, I was like the last girl left. And I remember Chip asking me, he was like, so like, you know, who can you see playing your brother the most? And I was like, I know Cosme is like Mexican, but I feel like he could really be my brother, like for real. And like when I said that, all of the producers and the casting directors, they were like kind of looking at each other like, okay, like, okay. And they're like, okay, well, thank you so much, Kristina. And I was like, okay, bye. And then I left. And I was actually working at a restaurant at the time. So I was a server. And I was literally like an hour late to work because of the audition. And so I had to like change into my like, you know, serving uniform. And I like, you know, drove down to downtown LA. And I got there like an hour late. And I was like, hey guys, sorry, I had an audition. But like, I couldn't tell them obviously what it was for. Then I got the call. So yeah.
Nice.
I have another question to ask you. So, I don't know if you knew this, but did you, so in Instagram, like in social media, you kind of were hoping you were a Green Ranger. You ever saw that trending?
Yeah, because of the colors.
The color, yeah, because you were wearing a green.
That's why.
Here's the thing, the whole entire time, I felt so bad because everyone was so excited about it. And to the point where I was like getting excited. I was like, wait, am I going to be the Green Ranger? But like, obviously, like, you know, no. But the thing is, like, the whole entire process, I was like, I wasn't allowed to either say yes or no because that would be a spoiler either way, right? But like, it would have been really awesome if Betty became a Ranger. I think, you know, a lot of people wanted that, but who knows? Maybe in the long future or something. So
I see it.
I was hoping too. I was like, oh, that'd be cool. She's like, no, I was hoping like maybe you and your bro would be a Black and Green Rangers.
Yeah.
I did watch a Sentai. I was like, this could happen. Like, oh well. But I was hoping that too. I was hoping that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing a meet and greet the other day through like the virtual meet and greet, and a fan had asked me. He was like, "What did he say?" He was like, "Would you want Betty to be your ranger?" And I was like, honestly, like we need more funny rangers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I know rangers can be like serious, like, you know, like I'm gonna fight the war. Like
we need like a Zach from Mighty Morphin.
Exactly. So I was like, we need more funny rangers. So it would have been awesome to see that, but who knows? You know, never say never. So.
Yeah, and also, well, I mean, cool if that would happen. You've been the first female Green Ranger. I mean, we do have now a female Ranger, but that would be kind of cool.
Honestly, I cannot wait for the day to have a female Red Ranger.
I mean,
Lauren.
Wait, actually.
Yeah, and Samurai and Power Rangers Samurai.
Actually, she was a Red Ranger?
Yeah, she was a Red Ranger. The first female Red Ranger.
Hold on. This is like, obviously I'm learning new information right now, and I'm so excited. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, Power Ranger Samurai, Red Ranger.
Oh my god! What a badass!
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was actually the leader of the actual team. Well, second half of the season. Second season, she was the leader.
Has there ever been a female Blue Ranger?
Yes, Ninja Storm.
Oh my god! I'm like learning so much right now! Stop! Okay, I'm so glad you guys know about this because I'm just like, oh my god, Lauren, what a badass. Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she's also OP in not OP, but the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. We need the Beast Morphers cast in there.
Yeah, we need a Beast Morphers cast in there. That's true.
Yeah, she's really OP in the game too.
Oh my god, amazing.
Yes. Yeah. So my next question is your experience filming Power Rangers.
Oh my gosh, how much time do you guys have? Like, do we have like hours to talk?
Yeah, take the time as you want.
He's like, I don't actually. I'm like, am I allowed to like tell? I'm like, is it still a secret if it's done? It's not a secret anymore, right? Well, after we had the call, we had to go to a location. But I'm not gonna say it just because like maybe in the future they might use the same location. I don't know.
I know.
Mm-hmm,
yeah. You know, she's like, I know.
I'm just joking.
But we had to go to a location, and it was really crazy because like we weren't even allowed to show up like at the same time. We had to show up like one by one because, you know, people might be like, why are all these people who are all different ethnicities, you know, hanging out together? You know what I mean? Like it's just very. And so they had like, it was almost like a Power Rangers orientation where they were like, congratulations, you're like the Rangers, blah blah. They like took our photos and stuff. Like, yeah, like had like a whole PowerPoint thing, like, you know, and that was the first time meeting the entire cast. And I was like, oh my gosh, like these are the people that I'm gonna be with for the next like 9 months. And I remember Jazz was actually pretty quiet the first time I met him, but he's actually not quiet. Like that is just that's the front, you know. And I remember meeting everybody, and Colby and I talked about how much we were gonna miss using Amazon Prime in New Zealand, you know, and then that was when I met, you know, when Abe and Liana and I were like, yeah, let's become roommates. So it was just that was the first time meeting everybody. And then obviously a month after that, we had a month to pack up all of our stuff, and then go to New Zealand. And then we weren't allowed to tell the world until I think 2 months into filming. So yeah, I mean, we were there for 9 months, and it was really crazy and one of the best times of our lives. So I don't know what else you want to know. If you want to know stuff, you can ask. But...
did time go fast? Because 9 months is a lot.
9 months is a lot.
Time went fast and slow. I don't know how to explain that. I mean, it was while we were there, because the days were kind of long, right? We had 13-hour work days.
Wow.
Yeah, really long work days, and and when you're working like that, it's oh my god, sometimes days just kind of blend in together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But also we had amazing times on the weekends. The whole cast would hang out. We would cook for each other. We would go out dancing a lot. That is definitely a thing that we definitely did a lot. Yeah, so it was it felt long, but when we came to the end of it, we were that was really freaking short. We weren't prepared.
Aww.
We weren't prepared for it to end, basically.
Oh, I see. Because you guys are always doing something.
Exactly. So it was it was moving so fast. So yeah.
To add into that, do you have any favorite moments in New Zealand? Because you were there for 9 months, so I'm guessing you did a lot of stuff there.
I think
sightseeing and stuff.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite moments was during the first. We have I think 5 days off of filming for some reason. I think it was a writer's week or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was me, Colby, Jackie, Liana, and Abe, and we rented a car and drove south for 4 hours to a town called Rotorua.
Mm-hmm.
And it smelled like sulfur, eggs, a lot of eggs. But that whole weekend, we went was zip lining, you know, we I forgot what it's called, but it's we go on top of this mountain, and then we literally it's like a real life Mario Kart, and you're in this freaking cart, and you're literally riding down the freaking hill, and I forgot what it's called. I think it's called a luge, I think. So I think that was one of my favorite moments, but I'm trying to think if there was a favorite moment. Oh, I know. When Yoshi, Brennan, who else? James, I think. James. Who else was there? Dobby. When they all came to visit, and we all went out and danced and stuff. That weekend was so lit. So I would say that was my most favorite weekend.
Aww.
Wait, wasn't James your dance partner in that episode?
Yes, it freaking.
I knew it.
How did you guys know?
For me, I noticed. I was he looks familiar. I'm okay, he looks like James. I didn't want to check, but now I'm asking you. Now I know it's actually James. So
we had to rehearse a lot together too, you know. And he was obviously he's the nicest guy. And yeah, I just remember actually when we actually filmed that episode, I was really sick. And I had gastritis. And it was really crazy because I would be on the floor oh my god, my stomach hurts. But then they would be okay, time to film. I would get up and start dancing with James and stuff like that. And he really helped me through it a lot, and he was really sweet. So, but yeah, he was my dance partner in that scene. So or that episode, yeah.
Interesting. Especially one more before we go to the next one. What was it like filming It's Great to Be Human?
Okay, actually, I take it. That's my favorite moment of the music. Okay, I have so many moments. Honestly, I think that was my favorite. I can't speak for the whole cast, but I think it was all of our favorite episodes to film.
Mm-hmm.
We rehearsed that dance for I think almost a week before we actually filmed it.
This is pretty catchy, if you ask me.
It is catchy. I was this looks like High School Musical, but the
yeah, it does. I've never seen that. That's why.
Yeah, it was it was really fun and you know, and I think as an actor too, getting to dress up and you know, a dress and all that stuff and because I think it was very it very 50s?
More like 70s.
70s?
No, 60s.
60s. Okay, 60s. Yeah, so it was just like really fun and like and even filming it like just like having all the extras come and everyone's just dancing together, like I will never forget it. Yeah.
And I love that too. It's like your favorite episode. Not being biased, it is.
I think it is my favorite episode, and we had to sing too as well. So I was like, dang, like we're just. And they didn't even ask if we could even sing. They're like, you're singing, and we're like, okay, yeah. I mean, we, you know, like I feel like everyone in our cast is very like musically and like, you know, inclined. But so yeah, it was really fun.
Nice.
And Jen, you do have a next question?
Oh, okay. So you're finally done with your question?
Yeah.
Okay. So any fun behind the scenes moments on Rangers that you can tell us?
You can tell us. You can
Tell
tell us.
us.
I'm trying to think. There's like honestly, like we were always laughing. Our cast was just like always laughing. Trying to think. There was one scene I forgot. It was like in season 2, and it was all the Rangers, Ben, Betty, and then I think was it Camilla there? I think the piano might have been there. I'm not really sure, but we were looking at the screen. We were watching the screen. Basically, Evox had just like taken over, and like you know, and he was like, yeah, and he was like, on the screen like talking and stuff. But obviously, when you're filming, you don't have Evox actually there, you know. So we're staring at this like the wall basically, pretending it's a screen, and the AD he's like off camera like reading Evox's lines. Really intense lines. Like Evox is like basically threatening us, right?
He's like,
But he didn't have. But the AD who was reading it, he didn't have Evox's voice.
so you kind of have to improvise, huh?
He had to improvise a little bit, and he's not an actor, right? He was like making it like really funny, and it's like the most intense scene, right? And the camera's like zooming up on our faces, and we're all like oh my god! But like he was literally like, I'm like thinking about it, like he was making all the lines so funny, and like all of us just kept laughing.
I mean, I could understand. I mean, the voice also just like, you know, more facts.
Yeah, but like if it had been that, we would have been able to be like, okay, it's kind of scary, I guess. But like he was like,
I know,
funny, you know. And I was like, oh my god, do they even have one take where it's like usable where we're not laughing? And I think they finally got one take, but like watching it, I was watching with AB, I think, and we saw it. We were like, oh my god, it's right there. Like, cause like obviously like the fans when they watch it, they can't really tell, but like because we knew we were like about to break. Like AB, he's like looking at the screen at Evox, right? And he's like looking really weird. And I see him like his mouth twitch a little bit, but then like it cuts to like the next scene. So we're like okay, like he's like, you know. But that was
editing.
What was that?
Good editing.
Exactly right. So yeah, but that was definitely one of like my most favorite moments when we were all like, why was that so funny? And once you start getting like the giggles, you know, and like you know you're not supposed to laugh, it makes you want to laugh even more.
Okay.
So
Let me rewatch that scene then.
no, oh my god. So yeah.
So Christina, so my next question is now, what do you like about your character, Betty?
Betty, honestly, I would have to say I think the comedic duo gets like kind of like a lot of hate sometimes, you know. But I was like, you know, I think one of the things I love most about Betty and Ben is that like no matter how many times they fail, like those two just don't give up, you know, like they don't give up, and like you'll never find anyone like Betty. Like she is very much her own person, and when she puts her mind to something, like she's gonna freaking do it. And I think I admire that about her a lot. So.
Aww.
Yeah, what I like about your character, even with with your brother, with Cosme's character, you guys progressed. Like, because originally I was like, okay, I'll be honest. Originally I was like, oh god, not a comedic duo. That's gonna be slapstick.
I know, and I loved how they, you know, at the end of season 1, we like helped save the Rangers, right? And then at the end of season 2, Ben and Betty freaking like catch Scrozzle. I'm like, yes, like you go, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I love how like at the end they eventually do like come through and like actually do something. Yeah, we actually had a character like arc. So
yeah, like progression. Like you guys were like slapsticks, but then you actually did progress to be actually becoming now like technician, scientists, and now to actually I think officers in the finale.
Yeah, honestly, Ben and Betty had like a million jobs. So we're literally like everything at Great Battle Force.
Yeah. But plus, I did love you guys' character arcs. Like, and I'm being biased, you guys' characters were very interesting. So I actually did like it. So.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel really good. Thank you. I'll let Cosme know.
Yeah. When we talk to him, we'll make sure. So Jen, next
Okay,
question.
so now my next question is, how was your experience filming the last ship?
I did watch that too.
Oh my god! Wait, you watched that?
I did before the interview. I did.
It got canceled though, but
It did after like how many seasons?
It was
it
2
lasted for 4 years though.
Yeah, it went on for a while. Honestly, the last ship was like my first, I guess, like real role on TV. Because before that, I was doing like, before that I had like my, Starbucks campaign, like the commercials and all that stuff. And then I did like a McDonald's commercial, but I hadn't like booked anything in like a TV show yet. And that was like the first thing I booked, and I got to speak Vietnamese, which is like freaking amazing. But I do die. So
I remember that. I was like, huh.
Yeah, I mean, it was like so sweet because like, the guy, like, that I was like talking to the scene, like he obviously is like kind of dancing with me, and I'm like speaking Vietnamese. And then, can I can't swear on here, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can.
You can.
And shit goes down, and then the next, they pan to me, and I'm like on the ground, like freaking like dead, blood coming out of my mouth. So, but it was really fun. It was my first, I guess, like real, job. So that was like a very special moment for me.
Aww.
I hope you get back. It was a good season show too. I actually liked it.
Honestly, I still get paid from that show. Like those
Oh, you get residuals?
Yeah, those specific residuals, and I'm like, oh shit! Like I just got $4. Okay.
Hey, or get to pay the bills, right? Am I right?
It does. I mean, like, hey, I can buy like an In-N-Out burger with that, right?
Yeah, $4.
Yeah.
Or a Starbucks coffee.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes, true, Frap. So my next question for you is, I actually did watch this again, so I actually liked it. Your very experience playing Beast Mode.
You watched Beast Mode?
I did.
Stop! Oh my god, this is crazy!
I love movies. Like I'm not like I love movies and TV shows. Like even the New Zealand voice actors. I like Shortland Street, the medical stuff. Like you watch it. Like I did when I was a kid.
Oh my god! Well, thank you so much for watching. By the way, I literally forgot that I even filmed Beast Mode, to be honest. But I honestly, it was really fun because I don't do a lot of horror. And if you watched it, I as well.
I remember that.
Like, filming the death scene was so fun because, well, it's fun, but it's a lot of high stakes, right? Like, if you're doing blood, you only got one take only because you can't, like, I mean, you could, it just takes a long time. So, like, you do your makeup and, like, wash, like, change your outfit, like, all that stuff. But I remember, like, during, like, the death scene, so the camera's, like, right here, right? And I think we're getting slashed or something like that. Like, it's, like, really crazy. And there's people all around me, like, the assistants, and they're all around me, and, like, and one person has, like, the fake, like, intestines, like, in their hands, and the other person has, like, the blood, like, cup, and then they yell action, and they're just, like, throwing it, like, into, like, the camera frame, and, like, just, like, you see, like, intestines coming up and all that stuff. So it was, like, I've never done horror before that, and I was, like, okay, I have a lot of respect for the genre because, like, it's a lot of freaking work. But yeah, so
interesting. I thought they sprayed it at you. Like that's kind of cool. But yeah, because I watched it.
I mean, there's a lot that goes into it for sure. But yeah, I mean, oh my god, I need to actually watch it. I haven't watched it, so I need to watch it. Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
I actually watched the Beast Mode on Monday too. So before
wow.
Do you like horror films?
I do. It's slasher, but it's like paranormal, like supernatural. No, because of course I'm Asian, so I'm very superstitious.
Oh, you don't want to deal with the supernatural
Me
stuff.
too.
Huh?
Do you, like, literally, I believe in ghosts.
Same here.
So I'm like,
Same.
I mean, okay, we don't believe in ghosts. We know ghosts freaking exist. Okay,
Yeah.
like, I mean, our families, we probably they probably taught you, So I'm just like, I can't watch that stuff because I feel like my imagination's gonna run wild. But also, I know it actually is like real. And here's the thing, like, for like horror movies where it's like, if like a person's like coming to your house to kill you, you can at least like, try to fight them off, right? But if it's a ghost, how do you fight a ghost?
I know too, because of course I was raised in a Catholic family, like legit.
You need onions and garlic.
You need salt. You need salt. It's in your room.
Onion, garlic, and salt.
Yeah.
Because like one time, me and my cousins played in a Ouija board back then. I was like, oh shit.
Why did you do that?
Why?
I was 14, okay? No judge.
Wow.
Something happened. No, I'm fine now, but like,
She's like, wow.
something happened, so I was like, okay. I literally got I got a salt. I was like, put my room, and actually went to the church. He's like, "Can you bless me, please?" Like, I played with a Ouija board, and then like the priest is like, "You are so stupid, but fine."
He's like, don't ever do it again.
He says like, "Don't ever do it again." It's like that's dangerous. Like he did. Like yeah. So you got a demon, a bad spirit. It's like yeah, or bad juju.
But
like,
nothing bad happened to you, right?
No. Well, no. Well, weird stuff happened. Like I heard like voices.
No! Oh my god!
I was 14, so.
I'm so sorry.
I also found out that my mom's side actually is kind of like has a special ability that can like sense aura. So even me sometimes I could, even Jen knows, like I could sense stuff.
Oh
like,
yeah, like it's kind of like you kind of foresee something going on, but you don't like know. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I could, like sense stuff, but I cannot like.
You feel it in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would get like well, one time I was at Griffith Park, so like at the zoo. I didn't know it was haunted, and if it was haunted, I actually felt
Wait,
like
it's freaking haunted.
yeah, one park in Griffith.
It
Like
is.
yeah, no.
Wait, stop! I'm like, should I not go to Griffith anymore? Sorry, keep going.
Like the old zoo, the one that's abandoned.
Yeah.
So I was like, cause I went hiking and then like I felt like something like shivering. I'm like, why do I feel weird? And then like my cousin told me like, yeah, that place is haunted. Like, oh, so maybe that's why I felt weird.
I mean, because you are sensitive, you have to be more careful than like regular people. Basically.
Yeah, so I am sensitive because like my mom says actually sensitive.
Oh my god. Well, I had a friend of mine actually. She met one of the guys from. Is it like Ghost Hunt? Is it Ghost Hunters? Is it
Ghost Adventures?
Is it called Paranormal Activities?
I forgot, it was a show. I don't know if it's still on, if it's still streaming, but like they would literally go to like abandoned haunted houses to like find these ghosts.
Yeah, I remember there was a show on. I don't know if it was called Paranormal Activities or something. Like that.
Either Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, or Paranormal Activities. Either of those three shows.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
of those three. And like they would go in the house and like like bang the walls like, hey, are you here? Like what I'm talking about? Like
Ghost Adventures. It's Ghost Adventures. I know.
And she met the guy in like Vegas. Like she was just out like on vacation.
Yep, that's Zach Bagans. Yeah, I know who the guy is.
Yeah. So she met him, and she's also very sensitive too. And after she met him, weird stuff started happening to her.
Oh god.
And then she had to call like her like energy healer to like clear out her space and stuff. But when she like looked back at her photo that she took with him, there was like a white orb like next to him. So I'm pretty sure whatever it was like kind of like just like went onto her instead. So I was just like, damn girl, like you gotta be careful, like especially if you're sensitive like that. So
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why me, I stay away from cemeteries. I mean, of course, funerals, but I stay away from cemeteries. I don't step and stuff. Like anything that's haunted, even I don't know it, I will feel it. Like
I used to when I was living at my old place before Rangers, one of my friends, one of my old roommates, she and her friends wanted to play the Ouija board in my apartment. And I literally straight up, I was like, I love you guys are my friends, but if you play it here, I will call the cops on you. Like, the cops come over right now and literally, like bring you guys because like I'm like you cannot. I was like do what you do in your own time, but don't bring it in my house, okay? Like no. So
definitely. So people watching, yes, we Asians are very superstitious. So
we're not okay. No, Asians are not superstitious. We're just smart, okay?
Yeah, we smart. We don't do those stupid stuff.
We look out for each other. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jen,
are you done? This is my question. This regards being Asian.
Or Asian American.
Or Asian American. Can you tell us the impact on being a role model for the Asian American Pacific Islander community and being an inspiration for any Asian Americans that want to be part of the entertainment industry?
First of all, not that you even called me a role model, like, I just want to freaking cry. Like, I'm just like, this is obviously like a very emotional topic because of what we've literally been through in the past.
Oh yeah.
You know, and what we're still going through. But honestly, like, growing up, like, I mean, you know, like when you would watch like a lot of TV shows, we wouldn't really see anyone that looks like us.
Mm-hmm.
And if we do see someone that looks like us, they're like either like the sidekick or like, you know, the nerdy best friend or whatever, or like the random class president. And like, I just like, personally for me, like growing up, I was never good at math. I was never the class president. Like I just never related to like those like stereotypical roles, right? And it just would sometimes like, honestly, growing up, I think I just accepted that. I was like, I guess this is just how the world sees us. I guess we're always gonna be like the secondary character, like, you know. But now that I'm like actually like we're living through it and we're seeing more and more roles where we're like, no, like bitch, like we are the fucking main character, and like no, like we get to actually tell like our stories, and we don't we're not like the supporting character. Like we actually get to be like have a full life, you know, and we get to fall in love on screen and like have a family and like follow our dreams. And like I'm just like watching like Lana Condor in To All the Boys I Loved Before. I was like
Oh yeah.
I was like, when was the last time that we saw an Asian American actress as like the lead character who like gets to fall in love? Like,
I mean, last time it was Brenda's song, but you know, she's only coming back to like acting. But for for
that's
the
like,
most part,
like,
there isn't any.
but the fact that we like are like maybe one, like that's like it's just so,
one in like how many?
Exactly. So I'm just like, and you know, I'm glad that I get to be alive during a time where we're actually seeing the change that's actually happening, you know, and I'm really excited to, you know, hopefully like when I book my next thing, I could, you know, get to tell a story where we're like, no, like we are the main character and like and our stories actually do matter. Like we're not here to serve like the main white character. We're here to actually live our lives too, you know? So
yeah.
I'm just,
Yes, as long as we go away from the model minority myth, that'll be amazing.
Exactly.
Hey, you guys are security guards, and your brother is a different race.
Exactly.
Hey.
And you became officers too. I was like, damn, that's kind of cool.
I know. Like we were literally everything. Like badminton, literally, like we carried red battle forts. Okay, like
you guys literally look like siblings, even though you guys literally don't look like the same race.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Like siblings. I'm like, you can watch it again. I'm like, you guys kind of do look at each other. So.
No, literally, like Cosme and I are like really like brothers and sisters in real life.
Aww.
Like we love each other so much, and we literally fight like siblings too. Like sometimes, like on set, like we'll have an argument, and then I'll be like, oh my god, like literally the last time I argued like that was like with my actual brother. Like I was like, we're like Cosme and I are literally like siblings. Like, and we'll give each other shit all the time, like make fun of each other. So, yeah.
So my next question for you, Christina, is: what's your advice to any aspiring actor or actress that want to be in the industry?
Hold on, so I can't.
Okay. So what's your advice to any aspiring actor or actress that want to be in the industry?
Okay, there's two things. The first thing is obviously take classes. You know, work on your craft. But I think the second thing, which is like I think the most important thing, and I don't want to sound corny or like cliche, but it's really to get to know yourself and like get to know yourself. Like who are you as a person? Like what do you love? Like who do you love? You know, because when you go into a casting room and they're seeing like, I don't know, 50 to 100 people that day, maybe, the only thing that you can do is be yourself because no one else can be you. Right? Like that's like, literally being you is like your superpower, because if you're going to try to like do what everyone else is doing, you're just going to blend in and they're just not going to remember you. But if you go in like literally just being yourself and bringing your soul to the character, they're gonna remember that. So I guess that's the one main advice I have here.
Advice, guys, listen to her, okay? Jay has a final question.
Okay, so this is my last question. Our last question.
Oh my god!
Do you have any upcoming projects or appearances that you can say? You're allowed to say.
Yeah, of course, and NDAs and stuff. So
yes,
don't worry, you're allowed to say any upcoming. You're allowed to say.
The thing that I am allowed to say is that I will be in Burbank this Saturday. Actually, wait, yeah,
I'll be there too. I actually live
this
in Burbank.
Saturday. I will be in Burbank doing a signing at the Perky Nerd with Colby and Liana, from 10 to 3. So come through, like say hi. So that is an appearance, I guess that I will be appearing.
You're doing more conventions now than meet and greets?
Well, here's the thing. For a long time, because I know a lot of the cast is doing it, but for a long time, like I don't know, like if it's safe with the pandemic.
Oh, because of COVID, huh?
Yeah, and I was like kind of like iffy about it, but I talked to Brandon, guys know Brandon.
Yeah.
I was like, look, let's do Zoom meet and greets because that way it's for sure safe. But also, if there are any outdoor conventions, let me know. I'll be there because that's like safer. But if it's like indoor and like no one's masked up, I'm like that's a little risky. But if it's outdoor, then I feel better about it. So yeah.
Okay, because some of the Beef Mortar cast was at Robo Toy Fest.
Yeah, I think I was actually in Hawaii at the time.
Aww.
Yeah. So, but now I am starting to. If it's outside and I feel safe about it, or like if they're actually taking COVID safety precautions, then you'll maybe see me there. So
Yeah, I'll be in there in Burbank. So yeah, I'll see you.
oh my god, I was actually. How about are you gonna be there in Burbank as well, or?
I can't. I had plans. I wish I could. I didn't even get to go to Robo Toy Fest.
Oh well, but I'm meeting you now, so.
Yeah.
Yay, we online, and this is safe too. I love it.
What was that?
This is safe too online.
Yes, exactly. Safe. Yeah, honestly, I'm like, can we always work from home? Like, it's just it's just so comfortable being home, you know. So.
I know. Oh, and also, do you have any like projects, like movies, shows, anything?
Not that I can talk about.
Okay.
Not that
Okay, guys, that's what we got. NDAs, respect.
Yeah.
NDAs.
Yeah.
Let's leave it as we'll see her soon.
Just be serious. Yeah, we'll see her soon.
Hopefully, and that's the thing too. Even let's with actors too. Even if we could talk about it, we are so. Okay, this is actually a superstition thing, but I guess not really. It's anything can happen. Like you literally could shoot everything, and then it gets canceled or some shit. You know what I mean?
Aww.
So it's just this industry is so up in the air. It's I literally am I don't want to tell anybody about anything until literally on the screen, and I'm like, hey guys, it's for sure happening. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
For guys wondering, for Burbank area, it's Perky Nerd. So here you go.
Nerd.
Ooh.
Perky Nerd, I'll be there. So.
I'm so excited.
Yes. So, Christina, this ends our 10-question part. Now we meet the fans. Well, fan questions.
Mm-hmm. You actually got a lot.
Oh my god! Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Let's start with let's see. Oh, Iron Girl says, "Hi, Christina. If you could choose one scene of Power Rangers Beast Morphers again, which one would you choose?" I send you a hug from Argentina.
Oh my god! All of from Argentina. Hi. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Am I gonna start crying?
Aww.
Because I just wow, it was just a special time in our lives, you know, and when you're living it, you don't realize how special it is until it's done. But I would have to say probably the last scene. Is it the last scene? Yeah, the last scene of season 2 when it's when we all start dancing again and start
Aww.
start singing it's human. And we're all just going and I remember throwing my hat off, you know, and doing my freaking hair flip and stuff, and Rory's doing his moves and Jackie's going at it, and Co's everyone's just having a great time and dancing, and I remember when we shot that scene, we all were yeah, this is very special. So if I had to shoot one scene again, it would be that scene.
Yeah. That was Steve's birthday, right? Oh yeah, that was Power Rangers' birthday.
It was.
Yeah, I remember. So Karen was asking, well, what color ranger would you be?
I think. I would want to. Oh my god! I'm trying to look. I'm trying to think of what color ranger do you guys think I would be?
Green.
Green.
I'm serious. I see as green. I'm serious.
Okay, then let's do green. I would say green, pink, blue, or I mean, I'm just naming all the colors at this point.
Yeah.
So let's just stick with green.
Okay, Green Ranger. There you go. Then did you wish you could have seen you catch? Oh yeah, I did catch Karson.
Okay, honestly, I'm just gonna say, I've done a lot of interviews, and I've never gotten this question before, and I'm just so happy that I got a question that hasn't been asked before. Yes, I really wish that there could have been a scene where Ben and Betty literally I don't know, jump him or something and fight him and you're coming home with us, B. You know, I wish we could have definitely filmed that. That would have been, I think that would have been really badass to film. Yeah.
David Ortega, he has a green for you. So David Ortega says, "Hey guys, it's me. Regards from Peru." Oh, Peru!
Oh my god!
We have a lot of international fans, by the way.
Yeah.
Hi everybody! Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
I really love how Ben and Betty were so connected to the Ranger team and were part of the action, part of many solutions. This is a comedic duo that never sees. Oh yeah, it's true. You guys did have a arc. So
thank you.
Yeah, it reminds me of Victor and Monty, but not as bullies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
both of-
I liked how obviously like there were like sometimes I was like, oh my gosh, like man, Betty, get it together, you know, like again, like you're really like again, but at the same time, they always pulled through in the end. They really did. So yeah.
My cousin's here is asking your type of food.
Okay, you're literally asking the hardest question in the whole entire world. Like, how could you make me choose? Like, that's like, I'd have to say, oh god, I'm a huge foodie. Like, if I weren't acting, I'd probably be like, I think like a food blogger or some kind of chef or something like that. I don't know, man. Any type of Asian food, to be honest.
Like
I don't know. Like literally, there's not a food that I don't like. You know, like literally, there's really not any food that I don't like.
Well, okay, fine. If you say Asian food, what kind of Asian noodles? Udon, pho, ramen.
Like,
Let's see.
okay. Honestly, I can't. I could obviously eat Vietnamese noodles every day because I'm freaking Vietnamese. But if I just pick noodles, if I just pick noodles that like when I eat it and then it like freaking hits, I'm like, damn, like it's freaking bussin'.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Dan Dan noodles.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that's really good.
Okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna say dim sum. Dim sum is my favorite type of food.
Oh yeah.
Me too. What kind of dim sum? May I ask?
Honestly, have you guys been to it's in Pasadena. It's called, I think, Lunasia dim sum.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, you did that. I love that place.
From there.
Or shumai, like
Yeah.
it's thick AF. Like I'm like it's plump. I'm like it's juicy. It's delicious. Like I would say shumai is like my favorite. But I also love Peking duck. Oh my gosh, stop! Like I'm gonna get hungry right now.
Me too.
Oh, let's see. But yeah, I do. Damn, I'm getting hungry.
I
Thanks a
know.
lot, cuz. Anyway, so let's go. Okay, so Thomas asking, did you wish Betty became a ranger in Beast Morphers?
Yeah, I would have loved to have a funny ranger in Beast Morphers. Like
Come on, we need another Zach.
Yes.
really, like I feel like, and you know Betty, because she takes her job at Girl Battle Force so seriously. Girl Battle Force was her literally in her entire life, right? I feel like she would have done a really good job. Like, obviously, she would have had some bumps in the road, as she usually does. But at the end of the day, I think she would have really, like, I think, tried really hard and got it down at the end. So
Awesome. Like I did say it, but any else in the dancing scene besides the one you mentioned?
Oh yeah, you kind of answered this one too.
Yeah, I think my second favorite scene to film, that we filmed was probably. It was honestly probably the scene where it was again the scene where I danced with James. That episode, and then it was after the fact that like after we danced and I'm like asking questions like what do you love? Like I'm like trying to get to know this like freaking video game person, right? And he's just trying to dance and I'm like I don't want to dance anymore and he's like not backing off. And then freaking like Ben, the sweetheart that he is, he's like, hey man, like back off my sister, bro. And like he stands up for me. And I'm just like, and I call Ben my hero, and I just think that like Ben and Betty don't get to show moments of vulnerability like that a lot. And I think that it was definitely a very sweet moment between Ben and Betty that I would love to film again. So
What I like about that scene too was, again, this is actually a mature topic. It showed kids about consent. So I actually like
exactly. No, I'm just like no means no, bro. Like
no, I'm actually glad that you guys filmed that scene. Like, oh, because I do work for public health. It's like, yeah, that's a good writing right there. That's
yeah, consent is very, very, very important. So
yes. So kudos to the writers for doing that. So here Ortega. How much freedom did you have on the comedy scenes to improvise, or was it all taught exactly by the director? Oh, good question.
Oh, that's interesting.
Good question.
Did you ad-lib it or?
it depends on the director because we had 3 directors, right? But most of the time, honestly, because they were like, honestly, you and Cosme know what you're doing. We would kind of like work with the director a lot and like, hey, how's this coming off? How's this coming off? So I would say we would stay true to the writing most of the time, but we would put our own spin to it a lot and like, yeah.
Actually, to ask you a question, like, what is your favorite comedic scene filmed? I never asked you that. Your
My favorite comedic scene in the film?
Yeah.
I would have to say, which one was it? I think, oh, it was, I forgot what was happening, because they all just like went together so much. Ben and Betty are trying to get away, and I jump into a shopping cart, and there's like all this like produce in it, and they're like obviously after us, right? But I like find this produce, and I'm like I have like a baguette, and I'm like like swinging at them, and like when I have
That was a cool scene, actually.
yeah, sausages, and I throw the sausages, like and I just remember feeling like like Ben and Betty obviously like aren't like the best when it comes to like martial arts. But at the moment, I was like, it was kind of badass, but still kind of funny. Like they were able to like fend for themselves and like protect themselves in that way. So I was like, it was definitely funny, but like kind of badass. So I think that was my favorite comedic scene to film.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys didn't like keep getting hurt. You guys did try.
Exactly. So.
I don't mean that in a mean way, but you guys did keep falling down, getting hurt.
I know,
So,
we
I
did. We really did. I was like, oh my god, like how are they still alive? Like
Hey, it's Power Ranger logic, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, it's actually being from Kim Williams. Yeah, I can read your name, bro. I can read Japanese. Hi, Christina. I just want to say it first came to me. Oh, yeah, you guys were the
Aw.
first female siblings duo.
that's true.
Aw.
That was Power Rangers 4. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's honestly, that's one of the sweetest messages I've ever gotten. So thank you. Yeah.
Everett Sanchez, what's up, man? How fun was it to film Music Number It's Great to Be Human?
It was the most fun. My favorite scene, all of our favorite scenes. I mean, our favorite episode. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, it was like to film. And I think we love dancing and singing so much. Like, even like when we're not filming, like the whole cast, like even like on the car ride home after a 14-hour day, and we're like driving home. We're literally just like blasting music and like singing at the top of our lungs. I'm like, how are we not tired? You know? So I think we got to like actually put our love for singing and dancing into an episode. It was like.
Yeah, and plus I love like the Beast Morphers cast. Well, there's you guys. You guys have TikToks, and you guys are really active on there.
We do. Yes, I'm honestly so bad at posting on TikTok. I need to like get back on it. But yeah, like a lot of us have TikToks and dance and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I mean, I know this too. Like, I told Jackie and Leona this. You guys actually were one of the best dancers for a whole squad. So, and again, I'm a choreographer, so you guys have good dancing.
oh, thank you. I know a lot of us really love dancing. There's not one person on the cast that doesn't dance. Like that's why I said we always went out to dance, like on the weekends.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'll do a few more guys. Premise like, how was it like working with your dad? Oh yeah, how was it like working with your dad?
Nice.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Stop! So many memories coming up. He was the nicest guy. He was just that's all I can say. He was just the nicest guy, super professional, you know. There was one scene where it was like I think we were trying to get a cake for him the entire episode.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then at the end of like the episode, he like comes in and then we like accidentally like spray him with like the frosting. And then we all start literally shooting each other with the freaking frosting. It was like really crazy. Like actually that was really fun. Like I actually I was like going at it, and like we were all going at it and stuff like that. But he was always such a good sport about everything, and like had a great sense of humor, and so yeah, it was really fun.
It's nice just because, you know, the father, like how he's seen on TV, it's like he's so stern, you know what I mean?
He really is, because he's a general, right?
Yeah.
But no, like even Tuila, who played the commander, like she obviously as a commander is like very like jobby, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
But obviously when they yell cut, you know, her and I would sit down, talk about love, laugh, jokes, and like, you know, just talk about life. And so yeah, it was. We all were very. We all liked making jokes a lot on set. So.
Andrew Thomas has a green for you. It says, "Hey guys, my Alex is looking as always. I love our content, people."
Aww.
Thank you. So nice.
And Ferris asking, what do you think Betty will be doing right now? What is she currently up to?
Would she still be a security guard?
Honestly, after catching Scrozzle like that with Ben, I feel like that was like such a big turning moment for her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I feel like in that moment, she's like, you know what? Like, I can't be taken seriously, and I can't do this. So I feel like she's probably training right now.
You know what I think she'd be doing? She'd be training, but working with the Beast Bots.
Yeah.
I love the Beast Bots. Those characters, like, you know, those robots and whatnot.
Yeah. The guys who were in those suits, or in those like bots, were like really great to like hang out with us. So yeah, I think you're right. I think she'd be definitely training for sure, and then working with Beast Bots as well.
Yeah, I should be a ranger right now. That's my vision.
Maybe.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
Do one more greeting. Hi, Christina. You did a great job playing Betty Burke in Power Rangers Beast Morphers, and you and your best. Aww.
Yeah.
Silvera Gino says, but
What does that mean? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't really know, but alright, Silvera. Oh, and one final request is my cousin's asking, can you speak a little Vietnamese for us, Christina?
Yes. Wait. Hold on. Are you Vietnamese?
No, that's my cousin. He's Filipino.
Oh, so yeah. What do you want me to say? Like,
Say hello.
Hello, how are you? Like that.
should I like swear or something?
I don't-
Okay. So how to say? So hello is like, xin chào, and I can say how do I say? I can say today I'm talking to you, like, so bữa nay tao nói chuyện với bạn, bạn vui quá, and em vui quá. That means like, we're all having a good time right now. And I can say that it can like, so anytime something bad happens, and you want to like get your frustration out a lot, the direct translation is, actually I probably shouldn't say this. Never mind. I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
He did put. So he's asking. So can you say this in Vietnamese? Hello, how are you doing? What's your okay?
Oh, so you want me to say it in Vietnamese?
Yeah, that's what he wants to say.
Okay, so you say xin chào is hello, and you say bạn khỏe không, which is like, how are you doing? And then what's your food is like bạn thích ăn cái gì? So
Aw,
There you go.
nice.
Nice. And that's pretty much it. Yep, that's pretty much it. So,
Mhm.
Christina, thank you so much for being our special guest.
thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
so great talking to you guys. Like, I had a blast. So thank you so much for having me.
Yes. And before we leave, where can we find you in social media?
Oh, you can find my Instagram. It's Kristina, Kristina _Ho HO. And my Twitter, but I haven't posted on Twitter in like a while. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need to be better at posting on Twitter and like TikTok and stuff like that. But Twitter is it's Kristina Ho. And then my TikTok, like, it's the same as my Instagram handle as well, which is Kristina _Ho. But I would say I'm the most active on Instagram. And I will try to be active on the other socials as well.
Jen, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Jen Messina. That is Instagram.com/Jen Messina, GNMESINA. And you can find me at Twitter at JenPink2. Ryan, where can they find you?
Hold on, let me look. Am I following you guys on Instagram?
Morphin Network? No, not yet.
We'll tag you.
Yeah, tag me so I can follow you guys.
Here, I actually have it here. All right, guys, you can follow me. It's DancerBoy2%. Yeah, here you go. This is mine. So you guys can follow me, DancerBoy2%.
Honestly, like, I actually might hit you up to like
Aw, that's cool.
I love dancing, and I just haven't done it in so long, and I kind of want to learn some skills and.
That's nice.
Okay, just followed you back, and then Jen is.
Oh, here. Jen, you have everything? Jen Messina?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh
don't worry.
wait, hold up.
You're gonna type it in. You got it, Jen?
Oh, hold up. What is it? Oh, my bad. It's right here. Here you go. I was trying to look for it. Yeah.
So guys, feel free to follow us on Instagram. Don't be shy.
Yeah. We'll tag you.
Oh my god! Jen, you're so freaking cute. What the heck?
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, thank you so much for having me, guys.
Yes. And
Thank you.
yeah, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Morphin Network. This interview will be on YouTube shortly after this, so hopefully maybe in 3 or 4 days for YouTube viewers who want to watch it again. Again, Christina, thank you so much for being our special guest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and hopefully I'll see you guys this Saturday at the Perfect Nerd in Burbank.
Yeah, so Perkin Nerds, I might as well do it right now. I'll give the address. Alright, for you guys, for living in the LA area, it's give me a sec. And also because Brandon wants me to show it too, so.
Oh,
Okay, give you guys a sec. I'm gonna put it right now. It is okay, so here. Let me switch you guys out. Alright guys, so this is it. Perky Nerd at Burbank.
Perky nerd.
There you go. There you go. So anyway, guys, thank you so much, Christina. Thank you for bringing our special guest.
Thank you.
Network, we're signing out. Bye, guys.
Today's Morphin Network video is brought to you by Karson's Korner. Karson's Korner is a black LGBTQ owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises. These franchises include King of the Hill, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, and of course, most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at www.carsonscorner.com.